And hit and runs are notoriously some of the most difficult crimes for police officers to solve. Safe Street advocates also say these types of crashes are even more tragic because really most are preventable. Denver 7's Megan Lopez is giving us two perspectives now on what it would take to stop these pedestrian crashes in Colorado.
So we're going to talk about cause and effect when it comes to these pedestrian crashes. Now on the cause side, you're going to hear from Safe Street advocates who say the way our roads are designed are what's behind a lot of these different accidents. On the effect side, you're going to hear from police officers about why these hit and run crashes are so difficult to solve. Let's start with the cause.
You don't have to stand on Colfax for very long to see the interaction between people and cars. A sort of disjointed dance as both try to avoid one another.
I see a street that is not designed for people. It's designed like a highway.
Colfax itself is no stranger to pedestrian accidents, crashes that are tragic but ultimately unsurprising to Jill Locantori. She says the cause is clear.
The fundamental problem is we've been prioritizing cars and driving above everything else.
Cities like Denver have taken steps to try to change the infrastructure, but Locantori says there's a lot more work to be done.
You need an actual complete connected network, which we have for cars, but we don't really have for any other way of getting around. There's many places where the sidewalk ends.
The same goes for bicycle lanes. Locantori says safer streets look like lower speed limits, fewer lanes, and more protected areas for cyclists and pedestrians.
We need to stop fantasizing that we're going to educate or enforce our way out of this traffic safety crisis and actually start designing streets for people.
Now let's talk about the effect of these crashes on investigations.
Those can be some of the most difficult cases we have for investigative follow-up.
Why? Because a lot of cars look the same and there's not necessarily a motive.
When we talk about homicides, people who are shot, people who are stabbed, quite often they are shot or stabbed by people they know, people they interact with. When we're talking about a hit and run crash like this, it's a stranger on stranger crime.
Witnesses and cameras are key in solving these crimes. But really there are two challenges. First, finding the car, and second, figuring out who was behind the wheel.
Just because I have somebody who is a registered owner of that vehicle does not allow me to bring charges against them.
So that comes down to DNA and descriptions. For witnesses, the most important thing is to see if you can get a look at the license plate.
Absent that, make observations as best you can about the driver.
But his message to hit and run drivers is it's not too late to do the right thing. And if you don't,
we are looking for you. Be absolutely certain.
Megan Lopez, Denver 7.
All right, so let's dig deeper into some of these numbers here. The Governor's Highway Safety Association's latest data looks at pedestrian traffic fatalities from 2021. And we compared numbers in Colorado and Wisconsin because the states have nearly identical populations. In 2021, there were 89 pedestrian fatalities in Colorado. Wisconsin saw 54. Colorado has seen a 17% increase in traffic deaths since 2019. And the data shows that speeding, one of the top factors in pedestrian deaths, the risk of death increases exponentially the faster the car is going. So if a pedestrian is hit by a car that's going 23 miles per hour, there's a 10% chance it will be fatal. At 58 miles per hour, it's 90%.
And if you leave the scene of a crash that injures someone, you could get up to 6 years in prison and possibly face a $500,000 fine. If the victim is killed, the prison sentence jumps to potentially 12 years behind bars and a $750,000 fine. The state will also add 12 points to your driving record and revoke your license for at least a year.
And right now on Denver7.com, we have a full list of every pedestrian hit and run crash this year in Colorado. And several of those crashes do contain descriptions of the vehicles that police are looking for. And if you'd like, you can find all that information in our in-depth article on Denver7.com.